Good morning everyone from St Michael's Parish in Inchicore in Dublin. I'm Fr Dermot, I'm an Oblate here in the parish, and you're most welcome to our morning prayer on this Sunday morning. And in the Gospel today we have a man cured of his deafness and dumbness. St Mark's Gospel. They brought him a deaf man who had an impediment in his speech, and they asked him to lay his hand on him. He took him aside in private, away from the crowd, put his finger in the man's ears and touched his tongue with spittle. Then, looking up to heaven, he sighed and he said to him, Ephphatha, that is, be opened. And his ears were opened, and the ligament of his tongue was loosened, and he spoke again. The deaf and dumb man, suddenly able to hear and speak. What kind of feelings went on in him at that moment? Amazement? Delight? Incredulity? Joy? A moment of healing? Truly, for this man, a moment of grace, a moment of God's grace. And we can have many moments of grace in our lives every day in a less dramatic way. In some of the scripture readings we read, be ready, be alert. Be alert for what? Be alert for the unexpected, for the good things that happen to us, as well as the not so good things. For people coming into our lives unexpectedly, and trying to see where God is in these things and what God is trying to say to us through them. That's the whole point. Be ready for the workings of God in our lives in ordinary, everyday ways. Because God is full of surprises. Pope Francis is always telling us this, I think, that our God is a God of surprises. Are we ready for them? Because it is through the things that happen to us and through the people we meet that we find God. It could be moments of encouragement, of greeting, of laughter, of joy, of hope, of tears. Moments of grace when God comes into our lives. Whenever we come across someone, I think, that is good, that whenever we experience goodness from someone, that's a moment of grace. They can be simple things, they can be dramatic things. After, say, a bereavement or something, or a tragedy, or something we notice about a person, we say the right thing at the right time for that person. That's a moment of grace. And it can be an opportunity of grace for ourselves too. Maybe the times when you asked a question that you might not otherwise have asked because you became aware of something about a person. And so you asked that question. That's a moment of grace. And they're very encouraging because they're signs of the love God has for us. Something simple we say or do that touches the hearts of people. And they can be very traumatic events too. Look at the pandemic. The chaos, the fear, the uncertainty, the panic I've come across in people. Where is God in all these things? What's God doing during all this? I think even to ask these questions can be moments of grace. So in your life today, be ready for the moments and the chances of grace you get. And be aware that your life is filled with these chances every day, and know that this is God's immense love for you.